Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Lois, and welcome back to SevTech Ages. In the last episode, we were working with Astral Sorcery. We managed to make a couple of things, which we'll go look at in a moment. And I had said that we were going to start the episode with a Celestial Gateway set up and all that kind of fun stuff. It's not the case. It's a little bit more involved to get everything that I need than I had originally thought. So we're gonna take it slow and we're gonna kind of walk through all this stuff. But before we do anything, I remembered that we can now modify our tools. So I'm gonna add luck to our knightly pickaxe. Not much, just a single piece. I don't currently have all that much lapis, which is something we'll have to deal with later. But I have been incredibly busy. So I had talked a little bit last episode about kind of where our stuff is going to be in this area and all that fun stuff. And one of the big things was trying to figure out where exactly are we going to put blood magic. And I had mentioned there's this big crater over here, and we'll put it up on a hill over that way. Yeah, that's not going to be the case. As you can see, there is a structure over there. We'll go look at that in a minute. That's been most of what I've been working on. But yeah, so last time we were working towards trying to turn iron ore into Starmetal ore using the lens. And one of the big things was that we need a collector crystal. Now, we also made the Starlight Infuser last time, and we'll get to that because there's some updates on that as well. Well, not that explicitly. You'll see what I mean. But yeah, so the lens wasn't working, and the big reason for that is pretty simple. Also, a really cool thing I can do. My hatchet repairs if there's steel leaf in my hotbar. I don't think we actually need to have... I don't think it actually uses the steel leaf, but it repairs with the steel leaf in the hotbar. It's really cool. Anyways, we need to use the lens to turn this iron ore into, well, star metal ore, because it's the best way we can get star metal ore. And the problem with that is that we really can't do too much with that right now. Did that just pop into existence? I set up our grindstone, and we also made a grindstone last time, but the problem is that the lens needs a collector crystal, and we don't have one. So in order to get a collector crystal, which we're going to use these celestials. We'll get to the celestial stuff in a moment, but we could use just a normal rock crystal. In order to do that, where did they go? There it is. We need to... One, we need to get a collector crystal, and that requires some resonating gems and an attune crystal. And in order to attune a crystal, we need a huge thing known as an attunement altar. So for this, we're going to need a little bit of star metal and some spectral relays. I have gone ahead, these are spectral relays, I've gone ahead and made the stuff to make a couple of spectral relays. This is the machine that we're going to be using for the collector crystal, and, or machine, the altar, I guess. And a little bit of a side note, I do believe that the collector crystals would work regardless if we had this or not. Having this allows them to work a lot better during the day, I do believe. So let's jump into some of this stuff. So first things first, we have our, don't look over there, we have our Starlight Infuser. And this thing goes through liquid starlight way too much. So instead of putting aquamarine on here, because aquamarine is actually kind of difficult to get, we can actually put rock crystals. And I went and collected a bunch of rock crystals and try to organize them a little bit. So in this chest is anything that is not more than 50% pure, and I've organized them by like size. So these are the really small ones, slightly larger, larger still. I don't have any 300 large ones, but these are all pretty bad purities. These, on the other hand, all have higher than 50% purity, and I've also organized them by size. And like the best one we have, with the exception of this guy, because this guy is just a really big crystal. Anything higher than 300 went down here. But yeah, so I believe rock crystals can be the most they can be is like 500 size. And if we take a rock crystal and some liquid starlight and some Starmetal dust and throw them together, we can make these. So these are crystal clusters, and they've been kind of going for a while. And this is why I wanted luck. So these we break. We get some star dust and a celestial crystal. These are always going to be better. So to kind of do that whole thing again, I want a really good crystal. We're going to use this one. We're going to throw this. Actually, I don't know if it matters if they're good or not. We are going to use a big crystal. Let's try this one. So we throw the rock crystal in there. If we just left it in there, it would increase in size. But if we throw some stardust in there, it will slowly, over time, become a little crystal cluster. You'll see here in a second. It doesn't actually take that long. But then it does take a while for it to grow. So there's ways to increase the rate of growth, but don't really care about that right now. Any second now, you can see the little particle effects. We do need to get a lot of stardust. That is kind of the big thing right now. We don't have a good source of stardust. And that might actually be a problem very soon because we need to get some stardust. But we can use crushed quartz. There it goes. You missed it, but whatever. So that's the stage 1, and then I think what we had was stage 4. This, I think, is stage 3. It might also be stage 4. So I'm just going to let it set for a while, and we'll come back to it later. Now, these are all really useless rock crystals, and what I've been using with these is they can actually be used to get starlight as well. And since rock crystals are a lot easier for us to get, apart from bringing them back, which I was using the gold backpack for, it's a lot easier to get them than it is aquamarine, so that's what we're going to use. Anyways, down over here, this is what took so long. So this is the Attunement Altar, and yeah, that is 225 sooty marble and a ton of other stuff. I think it's like 80 marble arches. It's a ton of resources. If you're wondering where I got all of the marble, from down here, this crater. So I made a little path down there and just kind of mined out. You can see some of the holes where I mined out a bunch of marble. There's a ton more down there, so that's nice at least. And something I should mention, by the way, I accidentally got an achievement or advancement. This one right, where is it? Right here. We died at Eternal Sundown. I did just get that by eating some venison steak, so sorry, but I didn't realize that it was going to activate if I ate that. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, first things first, we need to make the Attunement Altar. I have the spectral relays, so we need some planks. So, well, I don't have the spectral relays yet. We're going to need 8 of those. So we're going to need some gold. 2 things of gold. Oh no, how do we get nuggets? Do we have to... we have to cast them. Okay, we'll go do that real quick. But we need to get some star metal, and we need to get some... To do that, we're going to need a little bit of crushed quartz. Now we have some nether quartz. That's not that big of a deal. We just need to crush it all up, and I think 4 should be enough because we only need 2 pieces of. We only need 2 pieces of the. Oh, the things that do the thing. Stardust, Starmetal dust. So let's get these guys cooking up. We'll get that. That'll take a little bit of time, but not too bad. Also, my sleeping mat broke. That's what I'm missing. I realized. Can I make one of these fairly easily? Leather and thatch. No, not really. We can also enchant them. Mending would be really nice, but... yeah, I'm not going to worry about that too much right now. Eventually, we'll hopefully be able to get a better sleeping bag style thing. But we'll see. So, okay, we have some quartz. Oh, wrong button. That tells me where the quartz is at. We can millstone it for crushed quartz, or we can quartz grindstone. We're going to millstone it because that's going to be the easiest way. And we're going to get a little bit of star metal dust this way. And then once we have the collector crystal set up, we won't have to worry about doing it this way ever again. because we can just do the whole, we can do the rest of the stuff another way. So we are going to need a little bit of Starmetal ore. And this stuff is, we're going to need some Nocturnal Powder. That's not too bad. We are going to need a little bit of Lapis. We need 2 sets of that. So I have 2 Black Dye Powder. We'll get most of this stuff kind of taken care of pretty quickly. Because I do want to explore the Nether a little bit today. On camera and all that fun stuff. We need to go there and get things like, any day, we need to go there and get things like the blaze powder so that we can start making steel. And once we start getting into that, we're going to get into better with mods a lot more, and it's going to be a pain for me, but also not. So we're going to need, not that, 2 illumination powders, 2 lapis, 4 coal. Alright, so we need the nocturnal powder, which is like this. And then for the Starmetal ore, which I think we can get away with just 2 for now. We're going to need the iron. Oh, I took those back. Of course I did. The iron, 2 stone, and Starmetal dust. So we'll go get the iron once we get the gold nuggets. But let's get the Starmetal dust that we're going to need. And, you know, I'm going to take the chance. We got 2 right there. So these celestial crystals, I think we're going to go for this one. It's going to be a little bit better. I'm going to put these guys in here. Did that use any up? It did. Of course it did. But yeah, this is a way to get a pseudo-renewable source of Starmetal dust for the time being, at least. So I think it's the middle one. By the way, this stuff, this liquid starlight, runs really, really quickly down hills. It flows super duper fast. just you know, in case you didn't know, I found out that the kind of hard way. But okay, so those are done. We're gonna not make any more right now. I'm gonna just put some of this stuff in here, and actually, let's take the crushed quartz with us. Is this used for anything? We can cook it back into the other stuff, but we can also just do this. Let's get another rock crystal. Now this thing is going to require a crystal, but it doesn't matter what kind, so let's just grab one that's not that great. And we need more starlight. I really don't want to use the last of any of this stuff, but looks like we're going to have to. Just in case it rains or something. And you know what I will say? It has not rained, as far as I'm aware, in a long, long time. Maybe this biome just doesn't get rain or something. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's kind of weird. Anyways, with this taken care of, we should be able to make the... it's the middle one, isn't it? Yep. Alright, well. Yeah, this altar, I don't know if there's a way to make it better, but it uses up the starlight so often. Anyways, we have 1, 2, 1, 2. And then we'll be able to get some more stuff here in a second. The relays we can make in here, we're going to need the 8. We're going to need 16. No, 8 marble? Only 8 marble. Is this logs or planks? Planks. 16 planks, and then all of that gold. And then for the Attunement Altar, it's not too bad. It requires one of the Spectral Relays and some Aquamarine and all that kind of stuff. But once we get the Attunement Altar, we can attune a crystal, and then we can make the Crystal Collector and make Starmetal a lot easier. I don't mind going to the Twilight Forest to collect the iron ore itself. There might be easier ways to get this stuff later. I don't know. We'll find out, I guess, when we get there. So yeah, it's kind of the way things are going to be for a while. So we're going to need 2 of these. Back up the hill and then back down the hill. Because, well, we just need to get the Starmetal and cook it up. So yeah, the Spectral Relays, those are going to be used in the Attunement. So that's why we need extras. We only need 1 to craft the Attunement Altar. But you'll see here in a moment what that all entails. So that will take care of that. And that we need more stuff. So it's got to be dark. And it looks like these are going to craft 1 at a time. Actually, crafted 2. That's not bad. It only has so much starlight, so... yeah. Anyways, let's see. What else are we going to need for the Attunement Altar? 2 aquamarine. So a crystal. 2 aquamarine and 4 ruined marbled. Ruined marble, not ruined. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Or did I already? No, those are for the celestial altars. Yeah. Okay. So let's get this taken care of. Ruined. 2 aquamarine. The Stardust and the Celestial Crystal we'll use soon enough. So the Celestial Crystal, we're gonna need resonating gems. These are just aquamarines in this Twilight in the Starlight infusion. So let's go get those taken care of. And the biggest thing is, like, before we can actually make the Collector Crystal, we need to attune it. And it doesn't matter what it's attuned to. It just needs to be attuned. Also, this can only hold 2 buckets. I might make more eventually, but they're kind of expensive right now. And aquamarines are the annoying things to make. Because these things, I don't like going to the beneath to deal with them. I'll just put it that way. Alright, let's grab 1. I think it was this one. So we need 4 of these, and then we're going to need some illumination powder and some stardust. 4 stardust. But, yeah, we're going to need 4 stardust. So we should probably get 2 more quartz going, unless this decides to grow. Now, if you break these before they're fully grown, you don't get the celestial crystals, but you still do get, oh man, I really wish that this would stop. I think it's the middle. I really wish this would stop using up the starlight. So we're going to need like 2 more quartz. I think for the collector crystal, we're going to need 4 Starmetal dust in total. We have 2. And don't think it matters what constellation you attune it to. As long as it's attuned, it doesn't make too much difference. So let's go get our 2 quartz and get all this crafting done. And it's almost night, so we should be good to go once that happens. Just a lot of work. That's all this is. You know, actually, I think we have 1 more Starmetal dust. Or I guess it's just called Stardust. We can get these from breaking the crystal clusters that show up on the surface above rock crystals, but at the same time, meh, it's not really worth it to try to do that. Let's just grind one of these guys up. Go get a resonating gem. And yeah, hopefully we can make the crystal without too much issue. There is the concern it's going to be dark, so we got to watch out for, you know, mob spawning where we don't want them, aka on our Attunement Altar, but as long as it's not creepers, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And it used up more somewhere. Right there. Alright, so here is the last resonating gem. And then we'll get the crushed quartz into the stardust. And then, yeah, we'll be good to go. So, come on, any day now. We should be able to get the Starmetal ore. We'll get that converted over and all that fun stuff. And then it'll just be a matter of finishing this up. So we can make the Starmetal ore. We have the resonating gems. We're going to need the Attunement Altar next. I'm just going to put that in there. We're going to need more illumination powder, which is what? 4 glowstone around an aquamarine. It's nice and easy. And as soon as these guys want to finish up, okay, so we're gonna need 4 illumination. Once we get this, we'll go do the thing we need to do, and eventually we'll learn all the constellations and all that kind of fun stuff. I'm not too concerned about that right now. It's kind of less on my less of a concern right now. But once we get this done, we'll run down, we'll cook it up, and that won't take too long. Is there a better way to get these? No, just grill them. And then we'll be able to hopefully get the celestial gateways, and then I can kind of calm down and work on stuff a little bit slower, as it's getting to the point where we need a lot of stuff. Ow. Skeleton. Please stop. By the way, a little bit of an aside. I added more stuff to all this stuff. I know that made sense. Added more, like, storage stuff. Sorted the inventory a little bit. Not too much. Just enough. And I'm liking how the base is coming along. It is going to be a while before we can do too much, though. So, no creepers, no creepers. That's all I care about right now. Let's get the Attunement Altar. So it's like this. To aquamarine. Is it at the top? Yep. Our crystal. 2 Starmetal, and then the spectral relay gives us the Attunement Altar. And then I'm not entirely sure how to do this, so let's look into it. Attunement second, yep. However, such blanket collection. So you use the relays once everything is right. Yep. I guess we just click it, but we have the Attunement Altar. We have everything we need. Let's head down there and get this placed. And hopefully we can figure out how this works this night so I don't have to wait a while. This goes in the middle. And then I don't know. I know we need to do something with the relays, and it should sparkle blue. I don't know how to get this to start. Structure design for attunement. Okay. So we need the constellation to be available, and I don't know if our constellation is on this night, so that might be what's stopping us. I need to do more research into like how to do stuff with the constellations. Um, so since I'm seeing some sparkles, but I'm not seeing the type of sparkles that I should be seeing. So I don't think the constellation is in the sky. So I will tell you guys what. I'm gonna take a really quick break here. I'm going to potentially get some more constellation paper. It's still, that's the only way to get it. Oh, I hate that. On second thought, I'm going to sleep through the night and, how do I want to do this? Something we definitely need to do is get some obsidian, so that we can. Let's look at something real quick. If I want to get some obsidian, the molten obsidian, can I get it through the typical means of water and... That's giant obsidian. Wrong thing. So alchemy table. If we had one of those, we could do that. Starlight infusion. We are working towards that. So I don't think that our star that we're trying to use is in the sky, so I think we'll just have to kind of wait around. I'm going to do a little bit of research into how the constellation stuff works and see if there's a way we can make things a little bit better. But I really don't want to make more constellation paper because I hate using the Necronomicon recipe. It's awful. It is easy to make parchment now, but that's about it. So yeah, I will tell you guys what. I will be back once I kind of figure out what to do from here, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I do believe I know what was going wrong, and it's pretty simple. So basically, we were looking at this constellation paper for Vixio? I don't know how to say it. Not entirely sure of the pronunciation, but this doesn't actually tell us anything. We have not actually seen the constellation in the sky, so we can't use it. In order to see it, we need to make a looking glass or a telescope. I have a feeling, I don't know what the difference is. We might be able to look real quick. Look. But the looking glass will allow us to see stuff, see the constellations and all that kind of fun stuff. Let's get out of there. Is it in Attunement? Telescope. So doesn't give a good view. It's difficult to make up more than... Telescope should be able to find more stuff. And you know what? This is not that much more expensive, so we're going to go ahead and make it. It's a piece of gold, 2 pieces of gold. And I think everything else we have, so it's like this, this, and that. And is it more than we can... Yeah, we need to use the other guy, which I had set up for the attunement crystal, because we need to get going on this stuff. I want to explore the nether today. So yeah, I want to get this done. I think I heard a zombie. Did I? I don't want anything creeping up on us while we're working here at night. But yeah, basically we can't use the stuff until we actually the constellations, until we actually discover them. The paper just tells us what they are. We need to actually see them and all that fun stuff. So let's put this like right here, and there is a bunch of stuff. Is it something like this? I actually have no idea. I don't know if this is something we can discover or not. I see all of the like things. I have no idea how to use this. There is more potentially, but that was a constellation that we just saw, and we'll be able to see a bunch of them. There's another one. I'm not sure what most of these are, but yeah, we're gonna need more constellation paper if we want to see half of the stuff. Something like that, maybe. I actually don't know. So the one I'm looking for is Vicio, and it looks vaguely like that. So we need to find, well, that, and it looks like it's rotating around. So maybe, what's the phase of the moon? Where is the moon even at? It should be in the sky, but there is a little bit of like a cycle with this. So some constellations will kind of drift in and out. Yeah, there's definitely two constellations here, and I wonder if we can get either of them. I don't know what they would look like, but we need to get more constellation paper, and that's just a pain because like I was saying earlier, for me much earlier, but a little bit earlier, the constellation paper requires either the next altar, which we could technically make. It does require a celestial crystal. That's not bad. We can make that. It's a different like setup and all that fun stuff. And we can make the specific, like whatever constellations we want based on whatever we give it, or we make the blank paper, and there is a chance for it to give us something, and that requires doing Necronomicon stuff, and I don't want to do that if I don't have to. So yeah, unfortunately it looks like we're gonna have to wait another night. So I will tell you guys what, at this point, again, I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing, and I don't, oh man, I'd rather do that than have you guys kind of wait around for this, because I still do want to go explore the Nether at least a little bit today. So what I'll do is I am going to wait around until we get the constellation, and then at that point, once the constellation shows up, then I will bring you guys back in, we'll mark it up, and hopefully be able to do the attunement, and then change stuff into the Starmetal and make the celestial gateways. So that's the plan, and I will be back once we're ready with that. Alright, I do believe I found it. Actually, this is like the third night. I was working on trying to get down. There's a platinum vein somewhere underneath this mountain, but I do believe we have our constellation right here. So it should be something like that, and I don't know, do we have to be like super precise? There we go. We discovered the constellation Victio. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the cool thing is, now we can do some stuff with this, and I believe it even shows up in the night sky. So we should be able to tune our crystal, which, apologies for my inventory. Like I said, I was digging around looking for some platinum. Didn't find it yet, but still looking. So we should be able to head down. Also, I made a new sleeping mat, so we can, you know, skip the night wherever we're at and all that fun stuff. So theoretically, we come over here, and yeah, now we should start seeing some blue, purplish marks. And if we put the spectral relays, we should be able to do something like this. If we put these basically where they're at, this one is like, can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell. That one, and here. Haha. Now we should be able to. I don't want to do that. There's also a creeper right there. I think this might kill us. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't want to step on that. Because I don't want to actually attune myself. That's what we are currently doing. But maybe it won't be bad? I sincerely doubt it. Oh man. And I don't know if I can do anything about this. Mr. Creeper, stay away. Please. I do not like this. Alright, let's kill the creeper. For one. That is a flare. I have no idea what that's about. I want to put the crystal here. Okay, so if we just put that in there, that should work. I don't know what the flare is. I have no idea what that is at all. But we put the crystal there, it should do its thing. And then if we want to, we can just break one of these guys, and it should be fine. So that is getting the power of the constellation and attuning it, and there we go. Cool. I'm gonna attack the flare and see what happens. Okay, it's gone. And then I'm gonna break one of those, and it should cancel everything else. I'll leave everything else there. It's fine. But now we have an attuned celestial crystal. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, that gives you night vision, which is kind of cool. So we're going to come up here. It's not very long, but we're going to throw this guy in here. And now we should be able to get a celestial collector crystal thingy. And I'm going to put this in here for now. We're going to need the linking. I'm going to put the constellation paper in there. Now we can learn a little bit more about the constellation. They all do different things. Perks. So, alignment stuff. I think that might actually be things we have currently. And this guy is pretty big. But now we should be able to, if we place this right here, we should be able to link this to the lens. No. Link it to the lens. Can we just right click that to the lens? And we have Starmetal ore. And then we should be able to just... That was the Starmetal ore. I meant to put that down. Unlinked all links. So I want to link you to you, but it doesn't seem to work. It's a little weird. But now we can get all the Starmetal ore that we need, and we're going to need quite a bit of it. We're going to need at least probably 4 or 5 pieces. So I'm going to start converting some more of this, and then we can come over to the grindstone, which does not like to render for whatever reason. And then we should be able to grind this guy up and get some stardust. We need 8 stardust in total. And there's 4. So far so good with the odds. 6. And then we're gonna need at least 2 more pieces, maybe 3. And Come on and do the thing that I want. Maybe we will be able to do this before day. Alright, we just need one more piece and then we need to cook these both up. Can we do it in time? So this is going to be how we get Starmetal. This is a pretty complicated thing, pretty advanced to be honest, and it's really, really awesome. Starmetal is such a pain to get otherwise, so if we hurry back down, we might be able to cook this up in time. Otherwise, I don't know if we'll be able to make the Celestial Gateway until the next morning, in which case, for the sake of time, I might actually just kind of wait around. Let's make sure we have a stack of cobblestone. We're probably going to take a lot more cobblestone. Alright, let's get at least one and see if we can't make this right away. So once we have the Celestial Gateways, we'll be able to go to the Nether basically whenever we want. And like I said, I want to explore around a little bit today if we can. So Celestial Gateway requires this and this and this and this. So it is 2 of these, rock crystal, and then what goes these are here. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait until the next night. So I will tell you guys what. This is gonna be just clicking this and making them once it's night. So I am going to make 2 of them, and then I'm going to head off to the Nether. And once we get there, we're gonna set up the other structure, and I'll go ahead and do that off camera as well. But then we can jump into the Nether and have some fun. So I will be back once we are back up to the Nether. So be right back. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. I made both the Celestial Gateways and no problem, and walked over here, no issue. Built this guy, no issue, and it is time to be able to use it. So as soon as we get close, everything gets really dark. And see all the stars in the sky. Then there's this yellow one, and if we just look here and hold shift, we'll get teleported and we're back at the base. And if we want to go back, we just got to find the yellow star, might be lagging a little bit. We focus on it. I don't know if we have to hit shift or anything. But yeah, it seems to be hitting shift works. And we're back here. So that's literally all we have to do. And then eventually, I think maybe I have to do something with the options. Actually, let's see if I make video settings fancy. See if it does the fancy thing. See if my computer can handle it at all. No, it doesn't look like it. So what should happen is as we look that way, we should be able to see it, but that might be turned off. Might also be something disabled just so frames and frame rate and all that fun stuff. But I had said that we were going to go explore the Nether, and we will, but not in this episode. This episode took a little bit too long, and so I'm going to go ahead and call it here. We can now get back to the Nether and the desert, well, the savannah, whenever we want, including the Darklands and all that fun stuff. So it'll be nice and easy to get over there, and we don't have to worry about anything. Also, I fixed this, just made it look nicer. But yeah, so anytime we want to go over there, we just come over here and focus on this guy and then zoom. And now we can go to the Nether. So that is going to be what we do next time. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!